Hola guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Karimash, and if you're new here, you're most welcome to my channel. So as usual, be sure to subscribe and again hit that notification bell so that every time I get to upload a new video, you are among the first people to get notified. So today in this episode, it's sort of different, and of course, February being the month of love, I decided to bring on a couple that have been their secret diehard fan for quite some time. And I'm so excited for this episode because I can't wait for you guys to listen to them and what they have to say, to share, to impact someone's life, and to just for you guys to just be inspired by their love story. So without further ado, let's get into the video of the day.
From Lome's palace, a sunset sail, Israel with fairy tales yet to tell. From St. Lucia's isle, a daughter bright, Joy, a sunbeam filled with light. In corridors of learning, paths aligned, 2018 their destinies entwined. Then shadows fell, the world stood still, but in the quiet, love took fill. COVID storm, a crucible of grace, forged a bond, a warm embrace. From distant lands they found their home, two souls entwined, no longer roam.
Alright guys, so as you can see, we have our guests of the day today, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves because I don't think I'll do justice to the introduction that I'm going to give them.
So extra. Okay, hey guys, my name is Joy. I'm from St.Lucian and I'm a medical student.
Hey guys, I'm Israel. I'm from Togo and I just graduated from med school.
Oh, congratulations.
And we are the Jyotis.
So yeah, that's so beautiful. Guys, today we're talking about love, like I had said earlier. And I'm here with Joy and Israel, and you guys, I am a fan of, I am their fan. They don't know, but I'm their fan. So we're going to go right into it. And the first question is, how did you guys meet? What's your love story, guys?
It's very long. We will have to make a separate video on that. Or we can condense it. We can tell you like in general.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we met at Ilam. I'm not sure if we met at church or at school. We just know that we always knew each other. Like since you came to Cuba in 2017 and I came in 2018. So we were from the same church, but we don't remember the first day we met. We just know that we were friends. I just knew him from church. He was that guy who was the leader. Yes, you remember?
I know.
Yes. And then I joined the worship team, and then
We started talking.
And then friends became more than friends.
Oh wow!
It was mostly during COVID, when things got hard and everything. We have there are lots of details, but we can't tell them now. But we met at school,
So,
and then
so the key is to join a worship team. Guys, join the worship team. That's
no,
the
but
key.
I think it was before that, no?
It was before that, but we didn't get closer
Until
COVID.
Yeah.
Wow.
You remember we used to share like songs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We
We
have
used to
the
share
same taste.
in music and everything. So we used to share music, and that's how.
Oh my God, guys, look at me grinning here. Oh Jesus, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So should we say we thank God for COVID?
No.
No,
I can't say I'm not thankful to God. God knows why He did everything, but it was part of our story.
Wow. So how were you able to mix the love and books?
We don't have a formula.
Yeah. Well, I don't think for me. I think since once you have like your priorities, then you know what to do because you know that you are students. You have to study, but you also know that you have someone else, and you have to make time for them and spend time together. For us, we were in a long distance relationship, so we had to manage time quite a lot to know how to speak to each other and then study.
But it wasn't like perfect all the time because sometimes because you were in another province. I think we should explain to them why we were in a long distance.
Yes.
So because you were a year ahead of me, you decentralized. You went to another province and I stayed in Havana. And sometimes it was like I felt like he didn't have time for me, or I didn't have time for him because different schedules and all that. But after, you just make it work. You just understand that the person is busy And we would just call each other, talk on the phone, etc.
Miss each other, cry.
Exactly. But we would see each other quite often as well.
Yeah.
That's nice. So you finally passed the long distance relationship part.
Exactly.
And you actually went ahead to get married. Not in Cuba. This guy got married to one of the best islands in the Caribbean, St. Lucia. Of course, because Joy's from there. So how did you manage that?
How did we manage in what sense?
Like, how did you pull off dating,
dating and then
long distance relationship and then getting married?
I think we just knew we didn't want long distance anymore.
And also from the beginning we knew what we wanted. We knew that we wanted like to get married after all. So we invested our time like growing, and then we had our goal and we knew that we wanted to achieve it.
Because as Christians, when you date, you don't just date for just like to play. So it's like when we got into the relationship, we're like, okay, if we're doing this, we're doing it for a reason. It's not just for us to do this and then later down the line we don't know what it means, because I don't want to waste my time, like, why would I waste my time? Sorry. So we just knew what we wanted, and then we spoke to our parents about it, and then once they realized that it was making sense and it was not a bad decision, then we got a lot of family support. Like, lots of family support. We didn't have money to get married, but we had a very big community that helped us. And we had a nice wedding. For broke people, we had a nice wedding.
Wow, congratulations, guys. It's so inspiring to see the transition from just being friends to long distance to now married. And it's congratulations. We are so happy. I am the fan again, once again. So, how are you finding married life so far?
How are you finding married life so far?
Well, there's a word I always said, it's interesting, because it has many things for you to know when you're married. Like, it builds character in you, and you learn many things. You learn patience, you learn forgiveness, and that's what we've seen, because many of the things we can do when you are single, you cannot do it anymore, because you have now someone that is with you, and you have to take into account her feelings and everything when you are doing everything. So
it's interesting. It's good interesting. Like, not bad interesting. Like, it's very, and I would say it's fun. We have a lot of fun together, and it's just nice to have your person that they will be there next year and the year after and the year after. You don't have to worry about whether they still want to be with you. Like, that's your forever person. You have someone to come home to. It's very nice. It's very sweet. And it's spicy.
Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
It's very spicy.
Single people, we don't have anyone to come home to. Okay. So, how have you been able to navigate conflicts? Because you said that marriage is very interesting, but I know that just like every other thing in life, there are highs and there are lows. So, how have you been able to navigate conflicts? And have you seen any difference in how you navigate the conflicts before, when you're in a long distance relationship, and now?
Well, when we were in a long distance relationship, it was more like we argue about something, and then like, the distance is there, so you have time to to think it out. But now, like, you're in the same place, so you have to deal with it and everything. I wouldn't say we're perfect when it comes to conflicts, but we don't have like very big conflicts. So I can't give advice. No saying that. I'm learning. But
one thing I can say is that in everything you must show respect for the other people. Love and respect. Because once you love your partner and you respect her, then conflicts are a bit more easier to navigate with.
It's true.
So
yes, I've learned somebody once said you must argue respectfully. So even if you're upset, like, don't be disrespectful. And when you really love somebody, it makes arguing, I wouldn't say easier, but it's like, you're like, what are we doing? Like, this doesn't make sense. Yeah. And then love will make you, even when you feel like you're right and the person is wrong, love will make you go back and say sorry, even if you know you're right.
And sometimes that's the hardest thing to do for many people, to go and like acknowledge that you have done like something bad to the other person and say sorry. Like, I'm sorry for making you feel in that way. And then sometimes just saying I'm sorry can resolve the whole conflict.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
But we've only been married for 6 months, so
Yeah,
go to your pastor or your counselor. Don't go to us.
Guys, this is not advice, it's just from their point of view. So, what have you learned about each other through the 6 months that you've been married?
A lot.
What is one thing that stands out?
Well, okay, for us being in a multicultural relationship, I've learned a lot about his culture, and I think you learned a lot about mine, because you even came to my country. I have not gone to his yet, but I know his family. I talk to them, and obviously being in Cuba, meeting people from all around the world, like you learn cultures and everything. So I've learned a lot about his culture, and I just learned, like, when you're with somebody else, you just learn so much about life that you probably didn't consider. Like, I've heard so many of his childhood stories. What did you learn?
Yeah, many things, but I've learned like to know you more. I don't know if I can say it like that, because when we were like living like in different provinces, I didn't have the opportunity to know her more. But now living together,
you make people think we got married without knowing each other.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say that I can see you like every day and just learn from you like daily.
It's not the same.
Like how you do things. Like I can like improve the way I do things just by looking at her, looking at how she is perfectionist, you know.
Wow. That's beautiful. So you've talked about coming from different cultures. Of course, like I had said, they come from different countries. One is from Africa, Togo, and the other one, Joy, is from St. Lucian, the Caribbean. What have you learned from each other's cultures that has enriched your marriage?
Food. Food. Food.
I love the honesty.
Food, music, dance, and the way of life. If we have to enter deeper, you want to answer that question, or?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I would say coming from two drastically different cultures, but very similar. So like we're very similar in like custom. Like first of all, most of us are black, and black people all around the world are similar in many ways. But African culture has its extremes, and Caribbean culture has its extremes and stuff. It's just, what have we learned about from each other's cultures is just like to see how other people live life, and not necessarily say this is bad and I'm better, or my way is bad and yours is better, but to just say, wow, like the world is so different and it's so amazing and everything, and take what's good from one culture and, you know, incorporate it into your life. Like, for example, Africans have a high respect, like, culture and everything. And that's very nice. Like, have you ever spoken to a Ghanaian? They're like, yes, please.
Thank you, please.
Thank you, please.
Everything, please.
Yes, exactly. So you're like, wow, these people are very like pleasant and all of that. And it makes you say, you know, you want to be like them, etc. What did you learn from?
What have you learned from the Caribbean?
What I have learned, they are very like open. Like they share their thoughts like without restraint. So that's one thing I've learned, because sometimes I think when you have something on your heart, just be open about it and say it. And
communication is very different for us.
So
because of our cultures.
That's one major thing I've learned about them, like being open, being truthful, being yourself, and just express yourself to other people.
And that, of course, when you're communicating, it helps you in understanding the other person better. When you're respecting, it helps in the way that you've said. If you're arguing, you argue respectfully. If you're talking, you talk with respect. and
Yeah, so
communicate.
like what you're saying, like in their culture, respect is a big thing. In my culture, being expressing yourself, and although we have a big respect thing too, it's just that those jóvenes, the young people, are not taken from their parents. But like in general, like he can learn from me, like to be more open and communicating, and I can learn from him to be more respectful in communicating. So
exactly. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. And so, you having come from different cultures and different parts of the world, what advice would you give to people here in Cuba? Because we know that there are people who are dating who are from different cultures, just like you guys, be it different Caribbean countries, different African countries, or Africa, Caribbean, Africa, Asia, Caribbean, Asia, whichever it is. So, what advice would you give to these couples who are from different nationalities and they're dating?
be open. Be open. Don't think you're better than anybody. I can't tell you how many experiences I've had where people from different cultures say, I will never date this type of person because they're this and that and that. We know what we say about other countries in Cuba. We know. So I know both of us had our preconceptions about African culture and Caribbean culture, and then we met and we were like, but everybody's just a human being. And
be willing to learn from each other, from the other culture, because after all, like she said, we are all human beings. We have our own way of doing things, but it doesn't mean that your way of doing things is like better than mine or mine is better than yours. You just have to want and try to learn from each other, and it will make your relationship easier.
And then it's so much fun. Like life is so interesting when you every day, like this person tells you, you know, in my country we do this, and you're like, what? And then you're like, really? And it's just every day we learn new things, and it's so much fun. And then think about when you have children and you teach them different languages and different customs, and it's fun. For us, it's just fun. And then I guess the other aspect of being from different cultures is like parents and like distance, and I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. For us, it works out because we prayed a lot. We prayed a lot, and we share similar values, and we told our parents what we want, and our families share similar values. So we knew marriage was important for us, but I don't know. We just know what worked for us. Just have fun. Just have fun.
Have fun. That's the key word.
And be open. Have fun and be open.
That's good. Speaking of languages, so do you now know French?
Of course not. Don't be ridiculous.
Okay, I could understand French. I've always had a very good dominion. I could understand French because in my country we speak Creole, which is like French Creole. And now that he speaks it all the time, I can understand it, but my accent is horrible.
It's still a Caribbean infused French.
It's horrible because we had to do French at school, but I haven't done it in a while.
All right. So we're almost winding up with this interview, and I would like to ask, where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
Having fun.
Being together.
Being together, having fun.
Oh, but anyway, our life leads us.
I mean, I know you want us to say we want babies.
Of course.
Yes, we want to have kids, and that's maybe in 5 years. Well, not maybe. It's in our 5-year plan.
Yeah.
And everything to have kids because, the ovaries are not staying young. But, no, it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh my god, the ovaries are not staying young forever. But we just want to enjoy life. We want to travel. We want to go to the next Olympics and the next football World Cup.
Wow.
And we want to, obviously have our own home. But we're not in a rush to say, okay, this, then this, then this. If we don't own a home in 5 years, for example, and we're still happy and enjoying life, and we've met goals that we feel like that's what we want to do at the time, then that's what we'll be doing. We just want to have fun. If having babies is having fun,
then well,
And also, we don't want to discount whatever is God's will.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Wow, that's nice.
Our priority in life is to enjoy life together.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sweet.
As
Oh
long as
God,
we are together.
as long as you're
Yeah.
together. Oh,
That's why we got married. We didn't want to be apart anymore. We wanted to have fun together.
okay. Guys, I think I need a handkerchief, but oh well, it's okay. And basically, the second last question. Now that you're already a doctor and you stayed back, I believe, so that you don't have to be apart from your wife, Joy, what are you guys going to do now when Joy graduates? Because by the grace of God, she'll be graduating this year, and you'll be starting also something new
Yeah.
this year. So
All of that is like something that we haven't thought like about it
Yeah,
yet.
we thought about
We
it.
thought about it,
long
but
term.
long term we don't really have a plan right now.
Mhm.
But like we said, we want to stay together.
Yeah.
So everything we want to do, we will plan it
Yes,
and do it
together.
together. So
Yeah,
that's
so-
just it for. We are starting a new chapter of our life now, so everything is new for us. So we need time to get like accustomed and know what we really want, and then make decisions.
But the priority
based-
is to work and make money
Yes.
for now
course.
because the work life is
Yeah.
it's
Bottom
hard.
of the barrel.
Yeah, but just be together and stuff.
I admire that. I really am touched by that. And so, what is the best thing about the other person, Joy? What's the best thing about Israel?
No, there's a lot. Obviously, when you're like newlyweds, there's a lot that you can say. For me, the best thing about him is how he cares for me. Like
Oh.
he's the type of person who cares for me, like literally.
Yeah.
Like going from being single and living by myself for so long
Mm-hmm.
because of the distance and everything,
Mhm.
I had to take care of myself for so long, and I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like adulting is not not for the weak.
Uh-huh.
So like he takes care of me and I take care of him. Like I know, like there's someone who if I don't eat, like they'll worry about what I eat, especially because I'm an intern and it's hard.
Yeah.
So he's there for me
Mhm.
and everything. And another thing, well, I know you said one thing.
Yeah, but go
But
ahead.
he's very gentle.
Mhm.
He's a very gentle person, like very suave, like so suave that if I say, "Can I have a massage?" He'll be like I'll be like, "No,
A suave
like,
massage?
Yeah. He's very suave, like even the way he talks and everything. Yeah, and yeah, his smile makes me very happy.
Aww.
Yeah.
Okay, Israel, what's the best thing about Joy? Or what are the best things? Because clearly I limited this question.
Yeah. First of all, she's very beautiful. and I like
Yes.
it. Yeah, but I love her kindness. She's very kind. She cares for me as well. And one thing I like very much about her is that she doesn't only care for me, but she cares for other people as well. And you can see it. She's like in everything she does. She does it with passion. So that's what I like about her, and also that she has a very like high sense of sacrifice for me and for everyone else. So I like it a lot about her.
Oh.
I think you have a higher sense of sacrifice, but let's not go there.
A debate for another day. And so the parting shot. What would you like to say to each other? Newlyweds.
What would you like to say?
Yeah.
What would you like
Something
to say
that
to
in
me?
the next 10 years, maybe you'll be looking at this video and you'll just be like, wow, I still mean those words up to now.
Well, I always call him sweet boy. So sweet boy,
Sweet girl.
I love you, and I'm very happy to spend my days with you, and you make me very happy. And I'm not just saying this for the camera.
Yeah.
You make me very happy, and I'm just very excited to do life with you.
I love you too, and I feel like I'm the luckiest man in this world. Yeah, so yeah, don't make me cry.
Oh.
But I'm very like lucky to have you by my side, and I hope that in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 100 years,
Okay,
we still be
100,
together.
okay.
Yeah.
While you're in the afterlife.
Yeah.
Enjoy the end. Okay.
Oh wow.
Love you.
Love you.
Oh, guys, look at the single person grinning here. So
It's coming. It's coming soon.
I don't want to dilute anything that they have said, but I hope you guys have been able to learn something from them. I hope you have been inspired by just the way they look at each other, the physical touch here and there. Yeah, and so this is where we end our video, and I would like to say thank you so much for
You're welcome.
coming to my channel.
For the full love story, check out my YouTube channel.
Yes. Oh, she has a YouTube channel, guys. So for the full love story that's not condensed, check out her YouTube channel. So guys, thank you so much. Until the next time, here in my channel we say kwaheri. Kwaheri means bye in Swahili.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kwaheri.
So until the next time, kwaheri.
You don't want to be
I hope it's recorded.
Yes. So we have to sing all this.
I know, right? Oh God.
You have to start over.
We have to start over.
Okay. We actually